Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, hello guys, hello everyone. My name is Rizka Dhea Fernanda. My student number is 2213042040. Well, I'm going to talk about my ideas for the future that are sourced from today's news. Okay, so the first one is about technology. In my opinion, in the next 10 years, Indonesia will be more technologically advanced, especially in the field of solar-powered power plants, because the largest floating farm in Southeast Asia. So yes, solar panels can float on water. You have never seen anything like this because it just completed this year. So, the question is, where is this? Why do we need solar panels on top of water? And isn't it easier to build on land? So, the solar panels is in Indonesia, our country, with over 17,000 islands that needs clean energy today. But in this part of the world, there is not a lot of wind, so it's very hard to build a wind farm, and there is not a lot of flat land. Most of it is used for agriculture. So, how do you make clean energy in this country like this? Well, this is how. So, these guys from Masdar designed and built a new type of solar farm that can float on top of water without sinking. This solar panel is much stronger than a regular one. It can move with the waves. Then they found a reservoir in our country and cover it with thousands of solar panels. And by the way, there is more than 350,000 of these on top of water. This is as big as 14 football fields. Now, the sun does not evaporate the water in the reservoir. Instead, it gets captured by the solar panel. So they save water and generate power at the same time. The solar panels don't move away because they are connected to the bottom of the lake bed. And the bottom of the lake bed is 100 meters. Yes, this is very deep. This was a lot of hard work by people who believe in the future of clean energy. Masdar in the UAE and the local Indonesian government, just from this farm alone, Indonesia can now power 50,000 homes with zero carbon emissions. This is a beautiful thing to look at, and I wonder why we don't have more of this. This project makes power and it gives power to locals. 1,400 people got jobs in the nearby town. Schools were built. Mosques were created just for this solar farm. It's a win-win solution. Win for the planet, less pollution. Win for the people, cheaper electricity. Win for the town, more jobs. and win for the country of Indonesia. Nobody loses. It's like a win, 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 win. Everybody benefits. The third is we need more projects like this, and these guys from Masdar are pioneering to make it happen. In the middle is Asia and the world. Because all we need clean energy today. Okay, we're going to the next news and idea. I think in health, in the next 5 years, the old people will save lives with candy. So this candy is weird. It's 95% water for old people and it saves life. So Louis, it is people who created this candy. Because when Louis' grandmother got dementia, he noticed a big problem. She wasn't drinking enough water, and it turns out this is actually a big problem for older people. One study showed that 1,500 of old people die from being thirsty. That's why Lewis created jelly drops. Lewis made candy for grandparents. These candy are 95% water. Jelly drops help give people extra water. Jelly drops is fun and colorful, so that someone with dementia and Alzheimer will be excited to eat them. So, Louis has now made over 4 million candies for thousands of people who need help drinking water. Well, I'm glad when people like Louis are making sure that our grandparents don't miss out on the most important in life, water. Okay, we will to the next idea, and the last idea and news is about education. So I think in the next 7 years, family, environment, and child-friendly education will be consistently realized. Because Deputy Chairperson of MPR RI, Lestari Murdijat or Riri invites all relevant stakeholders and the community to prevent violence against children. So, according to her, Indonesia is still vulnerable to cases of child abuse and has not become a friendly home for nation's next generation. Based on the records of the Indonesian Child Protection Commission (KPAI), until August 2023, there were 2,000 cases reported related to child abuse. A total of these cases were cases of child abuse related to education units. Meanwhile, through the complaints received by KPAI related to the child, the increasing trend of violence against children should be an alarm for us that what are currently doing is still not presenting a friendly environment for the nation's next generation. She mentioned that the increasing number of cases of violence must be addressed firmly through real steps in the form of evaluation and improvement of the countermeasures made so far. He also presented data from KPAI that violence in education units is caused by, among others, the impact of distance learning, the influence of online games, deviation relation in power relation between educators and students, and abuse of power relation among students. And ironically, KPAI also revealed that cases of violence against children often occur in the domestic sphere or family environment. And in fact, continue Riri, a good child development process requires a healthy and safe environment, so that in the future the next generation of the nation will be born with competitiveness and strong characters. Therefore, she continues to encourage realizing the family environment and educational institution to become safe and child-friendly places must be done immediately. And she hopes that the steps that are being discussed with related parties will be able to reduce the against number of violence against children. Riri invites all parties, stakeholders at the central and regional levels, said the Nasdem Party High Council member, to be consistently strong to that the implementation of every program aimed at the realizing a child-friendly family and school environment can be realized immediately. Those are the three ideas and news that I can tell you. Thank you for your attention, and I close with say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.